What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Elevator Life.
What's up, fellow entrepreneurs? Hope you guys are kicking some butt today. Know you haven't heard a lot from us now that I've been back. We're slamming away at 2 projects. We got a Kickstarter project launching. We also got an e-commerce store launching here next month in China. Everything's going well. The teams are in full force. And we're also busy with Inner China.
Yeah, everybody's moving full speed right now, day in, day out, on top of our wine business. As you can see, true entrepreneurs kind of jumping into a bunch of different fields and really just plowing away and making sure that, you know, we find success at the end of the road.
So if you're interested, if you're serious, if you do want to take your business to the next level here in China, check out our private community over at innerchina.co. And here on the Elevator Life, we just wrapped up a Business in China series.
Yeah.
And that was fantastic.
Yeah, we did a long 8-part series, got a lot of views and a lot of positive reviews from that series about really laying out the basic steps for how you can go from idea to reality, from making wanting to make the move to actually getting your feet here on the ground in China and really starting your business adventure in China.
And the nice thing that we realized, well, that some of our viewers helped us realize, was we had so many videos on China. We're almost up to, I think, 100 actual video episodes on here. And if you guys don't remember, before that, we were doing text writing episodes.
Yeah.
Anyways, we had to bring it back to the basics. Really take all the information that we've laid out there over the years and put it 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's really easy for people that are just coming and just finding us to walk through the steps, basically, of everything that we put online.
Yeah, because we have so many episodes, as you just said. It's hard for people to really follow. Follow the to-do list, if you will, that we've laid out. So we've laid that out for business, and now we want to jump into life in China. Now that you're here, just all the aspects from A to Z. Starting off with the most basic one, which we want to cover, is food in China, because that's the number one necessity you need to survive while you're out here.
I know we talked about this in our last episode in Business in China, but to be honest, we all the time you guys see us, we are slaving away, grinding away, you know, hitting the pavement. But we do live here first and foremost, and so it's really going to be impossible for you to run your business, for you to be happy, for you to live here long enough to be successful without getting that nailed down first. And I kind of told Nick, we got to do food first, because when I think back on when I was getting here, when I was getting ingrained in the culture, when I was trying to get comfortable enough to run a business, food was always on your mind, because it's just not a comfortable situation.
Having to use chopsticks instead of fork.
Learning everything, but more so, it's like getting comfortable with the fact that every restaurant you're going to go into, especially if you're not living in Beijing or Shanghai, Guangzhou, but Shenzhen, and then especially in the smaller cities, you're really going to have to get out of your shell. You're going to not have to care. People are going to look at you. You're going to eat some bad foods. You're going to be hungry some of the times, but you just really got to hunch up and just go into new restaurants all the time. It's all about that experience. You just got to go do it.
Yeah, I mean, related to this really quickly is just that little hesitation you have when you're outside a new restaurant. It's like, oh, I have to walk in here and I have to try and speak Chinese or point at a picture, and the people are going to be watching me order, watching me eat. What can I say in Chinese? It's kind of that nervous feeling you have when maybe you were going to a new school or something like that when you're younger. That same anxiety happens when you move to a new country. You just have to embrace it, as we said in one of our past episodes, and just move forward with it. And you'd be surprised how much food we talk about today, how much food really can affect your mood and your overall happiness when you start, being able to make more of a budget, eat out a little more, eat at nicer places, buy new foods. That's just something that's a really important topic to hit that we're going to touch on a little later.
For me, I mean, I don't know how many everyone else can relate to this, but it was always one of those things where even if you were working, it was like, okay, I got to eat somewhere next meal. Where am I going to eat? Well, I don't know. Okay? And you almost get into a routine like we talked about before. You're eating at the same places. So the cool thing about this concept coming from us is we've been through the whole transition point. So we're at places now where we eat at a vast array of restaurants. We're cooking all the time. Our cooking skills are really good now. But it's really important. You know, we don't want to tell everyone, hey, go out there and just start cooking. It's part of the process. You got to throw yourself in there. You got to get into the ringer. You got to experience that. And the best way to do it is do not let yourself get caught up going to one restaurant. Get in there, try different ones. It's gonna be awkward. Get that experience under your belt, and then you can kind of move on to getting into places where you do feel comfortable, eating Western every now and then, throwing a little Chinese in, getting your cooking game on par, and so on.
Yeah, one thing that we want to break down, I mean, there's Chinese food, there's Western food, I mean, obviously cooking's an option, and it's just really interesting when you line them up side by side. I mean, Chinese food, for example, starting with that, it's great, it's delicious, but nutritional value-wise and maybe sanitation-wise, I probably wouldn't put it at the the highest point in comparison to the other two.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, let's talk about our favorite ones. I mean, Sichuan food is awesome. I couldn't eat spices before I came here. Now I can crush them. And Dongbei food, it's that sweet and sour pork stuff that you're used to. It's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. As we said, delicious, always good. I mean, maybe we'll go once, twice a week to get a nice Chinese meal. I mean, even the local spots, I mean, they're great, but again, just not the healthiest thing to eat, and not not the cleanest either. But you're in China, so you have to embrace it. And then obviously moving on to what we like the most, Western foods. We really enjoy going out to, with our foreign friends, going out, get like Mexican food, German food, Turkish food, wherever you want to go, that's great. But when we first got here, that was nowhere near in our budget. And that wasn't possible. So of course you have the McDonald's and
that's a little bit of the transition.
Exactly.
We came here broke. And so that's why a lot of the reason we found ourselves going to the same restaurants, but we didn't, looking back on it, throw ourselves in it enough. We didn't try it out at a lot of new spots in the beginning.
Yeah, I'd say we were a little too tight, too hesitant to really put it out there and go get a nice burger, go get a nice salad, something like that. Because really at the end of the day, you're spending that money on other things, but when you're doing it like for food, for some reason you're kind of uptight. And you have to let that go, enjoy it. We mentioned Starbucks before. That's another way you can do it. You like a coffee, go get one.
Yeah, we do have a prices episode, guys. You can look it up on our website to check out all the foods, prices, a burger, all that kind of stuff. They're all reasonably priced, especially in the first tier cities. And so what we really want people to take away from the episode is you're going to feel awkward. You're not going to be able to read things, but just throw yourself into the ringer. Throw yourself into all these different Chinese spots. Let the people look at you, put on a show for them, and get comfortable so you can really move on to what's important.
Yeah, it's really good to note too, anything they serve you is not going to kill you. Like, it may look crazy and you may never want to order it again. That's happened to us a lot. But this is a very unique and diverse culture where they eat everything. And yeah, that's true. They eat a lot of different foods that you'll never see in a Western country, but embrace it. You're here, try it. You might like it. I know it's happened to us a few times, but overall, just keep trying new things. It's really good for your mentality too. Just getting out there, trying, and just gets more comfortable as time goes on.
Definitely, guys. That's it for this one. Getting started with your life in China. Get comfortable eating. Get comfortable going into new places, getting stared at. And next, we'll be coming at you with the next step. What's next when you're getting settled here in China?
Yep. Now that you can eat, we'll go ahead in the next episode. We'll see what we got to do after that.
All right, guys. Cheers. Check us out on all of our social media. We're always being active on there, so feel free to reach out.
Absolutely. Love to interact with everybody on Facebook, Twitter. Always fun. And as always, enter China. You're serious about China. See you in there.
Later, guys.